All right, everyone, we disconnected there for a minute. Anyways, we'll start back this stream on the English preparation. Hmm? Are they doing something? Yes, now. All right, people. Wait, give me a second. Give me a sec. Let me post the Zoom card so you guys could actually join the chat. We're starting back. We got disconnected there a minute just now. Anyways, we're starting back with the people. Anyways, by the time they're coming, we could probably discuss 33. Which of the following moves is suggested items 11 to 24? You could look at item, this is line 11, for line 11. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and here's 11. Set 20 to 24, so that would be up to here. Let's read it. They cried like two sorrowful high flutes with jagged ivory bones, where wings should be for days. I heard them when I walk that headland, crying out to their kind in the blue. So let me see what do we have here? Light-hearted, sympathetic, indifferent, critical. The actual answer for this is sympathetic. He understood the situation. Sympathetic meaning that he understood the situation. It does not, because empathy meaning that he did not go through the situation himself. But from reading it, we could understand that he understood it. Come back, Adamar. You're back again.
Hold on. Let me get back these people.
All right, good.
Yeah, man.
What is it? You walk this paper for the night and we call it tonight. You don't have a rough.
Very good.
Yeah, so we know how to long then though. Adamar get on to kill them by any chance?
Okay, let's say you want to be tired and everything from since yesterday. It was yesterday, right? Or was the day we write?
It's today we write the social studies and we had eating last night. So I know some of them guys tired. I not tired, that's why I still only
Why
do.
we were not? I just realized I was like, wait, we do the thing today? And you feel like I do nothing.
No, but ain't tired for real. This is why I saying I only gonna do this paper and I'm gonna cough. Like I see right now, my whole body did broke up right now.
Stressful.
Alright. Yeah, we start up at 33.
Not a little bit. 33. You done the Lord, right?
We done yet. I went to it and stay. You got you to say here, right? This which of the following moods is suggested in lines 11 to 24. I said there's from right here, line 10, and up to 24 here. They cried like two sorrowful high flutes. He went actually just describing from straight A to straight A. He went just describing like the pain and stuff, like what the animal experience basically. So I put for it
Uh,
sympathetic. Literally mean that he understand them. Sympathetic meaning that he understand the board situation. It does not literally mean that you went through the
mm,
situation yourself. When you went through the situation, you could empathize with somebody who went through the same situation. So in this case, it'll be sympathetic because you understand how the boards basically feel. Toward four. The main theme of the poem is remorse of conscience, the death of two boards, forgiveness for a sin, and sin omitted. For me, I think it's a remorse of conscience.
yeah, it could be. Yeah, yeah.
Because I think between D and E, but when I look at A, because sin committed, those like there's just like there's just like something he do. But I believe the main theme is remorse of conscience because through the whole passage, he describing how he basically feel bad. He feel like very. It's actually getting up back to he. He sins he committed, yet in conscience, or he becoming very conscious of what he did. So for me, it's A. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I think yeah.
All right, wait, toward five now. To which of the following senses does the poem most appeal? Sight and touch, smell and sight and hearing, touch and hearing.
This second here and see.
Yes, sight and hearing. All right now. Why we just extract?
Oh God, what?
It's not reading for real, but I know
There's a
see.
lot of reason.
All right, what you happening? You read the first paragraph. I read the second, and we go like go.
All right. Let's see. Over the years, Martha has sent many warm and friendly messages to Elma. Is Elna?
Um,
Elna.
Ilano,
Elna.
Ilano, Ilano.
Because she Elna funny.
All right, gosh, yeah.
Because about Ilana. If I visit, oh my God, his name. Yeah,
Euro.
Laura.
Yeah,
Yes, hello. And assuring her that she'd always be welcome. Be her. Oh my God. Be her
what?
pro. Oh my God, I can't say the word. I don't.
Prodigal,
Prodigal.
prodigal, prodigal.
Prodigal sister news that Elna marriage
It's a weird name.
Yaku Lahu. Yeah, what? Yeah, Yaku had success father as the ruler of the kingdom. This was name is
Horses.
Horses.
Mhm.
Joseph, give this man a hard paragraph, boy.
All right, let me continue reading it.
Yeah.
Marriage was a stormy, yes, like this, stormy one. For a long time, there was no further news until one day. In Marto, that Laco, this what? The Yako the Yako had been thrown by a wall horse and had broken his back. That Elena had lost both her beauty and her day that the kingdom of wild horses was an accord torch high and low for her, but she had vanished without a trace. The traveler said, shaking his head sadly. Second line 10, I read the other line after this. Yeah.
The queen immediately summoned ladies and her parties, though, or of the countries bordering on the kingdom of wild horses.
Go to the ends of the earth if you have to, but bring my sister back. The word weird. Laura. Yeah. Whoever finds her will be amply rewarded. Queen Martha said to the trackers, traders, and interpreters whom Leha had recruited. But after years of futile searching, the search parties returned one by one and reported that they had found no trace of Ilana. Um, take a read at this line here.
It's as if your sister is of earth. Yeah, my wife is important. You sure? What?
He says something. You can't hear the this line here.
Oh, sorry. It as it, it as if your sister has vanished from the face of earth, Leah said. I hear you, Queen Martha said, and yet I feel in my bones that she is still alive. Good one?
Leo had led one of the search parties, and when her hair was streaked with grey and age had mapped her rough, hewn face with lines as delicate as spider webs. But read up
Okay.
to 20 or
The first time that Leia stepped into the audience room to report about her travels to distant places in search of Villano, she was both surprised and pleased to see how Queen Martha had aged. When their eyes met four, what? When their eyes met four, the smiling Leia said to herself, "It's as if the face had beaten very gently against
the years.
The year.
what? Against the years." For she could see quite clearly now time had changed. What was once an ugly countenance
Yeah, continents.
into a beautiful one. When a shaft of sunlight touched the cloud of white hair on the queen's head, it became luminous, and a welcoming smile lighting up her dark face lifted Leah's spirit and made her heart sing. And somehow all of the hardships she had endured traveling over mountains and down turbulent rivers were forgotten.
A long story, but anyways, look, the two sentences of passage suggests that the relationship between the sister was straven, aggressive, affectionate. No, you gotta be the affectionate.
Yeah.
Affectionate. There's like an affectionate relationship. You got a sort and
Go back to the poster.
what eh?
Yeah.
I would know. Their marriage was a stormy one. Implies that it was unpleasant. It was fraught with difficulty. They got married on a stormy day. They didn't always see eye to eye. D.
Indeed.
They didn't
Indeed.
always see eye to eye. All right.
Yeah.
38. The instruction go to the ends of the earth. Line 12 implies that they should search every accessible land. I don't see this one. It's done here already. Every accessible
Yeah.
land.
Yeah, it's hard.
All right. The literary device using the phrase as delicate as spider webs metaphor. There's a metaphor immediately. Oh Christ, wait.
Yeah.
Wait, give me a, if I get to send this thing to this guy, give me. Ain't happy man.
Yeah, yeah, do that.
As
Send it to you. Wait, make sure I send it back.
what?
Wait, yeah, come back. Give me it. All right, we back.
As no, this why is it simile?
Because remember, for see me, you
But
have to
Ferdinand,
The
compare.
word like in English.
No, like you have to be like, but in the case of metaphor, you use as like as spider webs or something. As or is there's a simile. As or is, um, no metaphor. Simile is the like only like. So let me see 40. The writer implies that Leah was a traveler, Martha's sister, a household servant, the leader of the queen's army.
Being Martha's sister.
Mhm.
No.
Wait, let just
it
check
could
back.
be the leader.
Wait, let check back. Let check back.
Yeah, okay, but
How do they say here? Led one of the and when she returned, her hair was sick with gray and age. That should say she led one of the parties.
it could be D.
Yeah, I got
Queen,
BD.
leader of the queen.
Because
Queen's
Martha
army.
is the queen.
To the queen, yeah.
Which of the following is an example of contrast? She had lost her beauty and her mind. Nah, that is totally two contradicting things. She had vanished without a trace. Her hair was streaked with
No,
gray, lighting up her dark
no.
face.
Lighten up over dark faces like contrast.
Of her?
D in 25.
Yeah, lighten up or
Line
dark
25.
face. Yes, correct. Yeah. The cloud of white here, line 24, is an example of the cloud of white here. It sounds like porosification. No, not porosification. No, that can't be porosification, man. Because we, nah,
Now we ain't giving no personality today here.
it can't be oxymoron because oxymoron is stating two contradictory things side by side. It cannot be metaphor and it cannot be porosification.
Hmm.
It only leaves us with A, the litotes. Need search up again with
Light thoughts. Light
litotes.
thoughts. I'm gonna search them.
All right, tell me.
Why don't you use not accept a metaphor?
Eh? The cloud of white here. But they just search up. They use is or as. I didn't say use is. They use of. The cloud.
Okay. Ironic on the statement in which affirmative is expressed by the negative or contrary.
Oh, that's weird.
So it's basically an ironic on the statement.
Oh, the cloud of. Oh, I understand. It's different, but it definitely can be a metaphor, oxymoron, or
No,
porosification.
isn't it?
So, honestly, the only answer is the light toast. The light toast.
Yeah. Yeah.
The style of writing in this extract can be best described as factual, narrative, descriptive, or argumentative.
Narrative.
Yeah, narrative. The word that is closest in meaning to turbulent, line 27, is rough, placid, demanding, rough. Rough, like
Rock.
Yeah.
turbulent, roughness, yeah. All right, where are we? This one's long. This one's long. I read the first paragraph. It has been stated by many. It has been stated by many benefits of education in single-sex schools. Yet, according to Financial Times, number of single-sex state schools in the UK has dwindled from nearly 2,500 to just over 400 in 60 local authorities. There are no single-sex secondary schools at all. In the past decade, 130 single-sex private schools too have fairly. Let me read the second paragraph.
Country that has had the greatest influence on our education system has very little regard for such research. Instead, it has been on a steady road of bringing its children of both genders together to be educated in the same schools. Whereas our nation has embarked upon the journey of setting our children apart in terms of gender during their critical formative year.
Read this and I read the last one, Adamar.
Will we be creating further already deeply divided society? Do
No.
we
Yes.
our children to be equal but separate?
No.
Maybe. Um, the, research, the research referred to above is said to extol the academic benefit of education in the single-sex schools.
You lie.
By home yourself, no man, let me read. But should we focus only on the academic performance and exam results? No. We must access the impact of graduates of our social and ethical life that prevails in our society. Education, right? Expressed April 21st, 2009. Yeah.
In single sex schools, children are deprived of the opportunity to fully develop their interpersonal skills so crucial for their emotional intelligence. So, for those who have no siblings or have only siblings of the same gender, for them, the opportunity for developing the knowledge and ability to interact meaningfully with peers of the opposite sex is even more greatly diminished in single sex schools. At least they look at 4 to 5.
I agree
According to
for the
the
division.
this is like probably an article. According to the
Yeah.
Financial Times, UK, which of the following statements is true? There are only single-sex schools at present. All single-sex private schools have been converted to co-ed. There has been an increase in co-ed.
I
I think it's D.
okay. Let me guess. I
I
think
think it
it's
would be D. Yeah, I think it's D.
Yeah, D. Yeah, D. All right, 46. Which of the following words may best be may be best used to replace influence? Result, impact, attitude, impact.
Impact, yeah.
impact.
All right, 47. Which group is a writer
Adama got
most?
some good impact on the school.
All right, 47. Which group is a writer most concerned about? Successful candidates, graduates from our school system, men who suffer psychological distress, those who have no siblings or only siblings of the same gender.
Uh,
Something like
let me
P.
see.
Look at least it's P.
Yo,
Wait,
Joseph,
wait.
Scroll up a little bit. Scroll up a
you
little bit to
doing
the
Zoom tomorrow night?
No, I could probably do it in the day tomorrow.
Hey,
Really sure.
good,
Really sure.
tired, come on, sleep.
Yeah, I know everybody
All right,
tired.
listen, right. I want scroll back to the paragraph. Let me see if I get better understanding.
Emphasis on the people without siblings and things. So
What
I
is,
hold on, give me-
good though.
what it is?
I,
Yeah, who have no
Sex
siblings,
schools,
yeah.
Children
Yeah,
life
yeah,
opportunity.
he emphasized them more.
yes.
illegal.
Just highlight down.
I thought it was John.
Yeah, guy.
Alright, I don't know that. Tomorrow I'm gonna sleep.
I'm tired, boy.
Single
Wala,
sex.
wala. It's already getting to your brain.
Sleep not kidding me.
I don't function
So,
in it.
This man had 3 accounts in the Zoom call last night. Now we toward the illegal. Oh, but the man like the one. The man was the honored one. He like the on top. Alright, I got.
What is the speaker attempt to do in the passage? Warn students about the danger of single-sex schools, to implement single-sex schools, criticize those who are in favor of single-sex schools, argue for psychological well-being over academical.
D.
Yeah.
Could have
That
seen
was like a free mark. D.
When we attacking?
D, dog.
D as in
Sound like
dog.
B over here. It's like I'm thinking. The main purpose of the title, Why Create for Division, is to arouse the curiosity of readers, ask a very important question, state a point of view, state a fact, arouse the curiosity of readers. Yeah.
Arose.
Attract more people like Adam Moore.
Hello.
Man, like them one
Oh,
passage.
God.
Oh my Christ.
I sorry for y'all, boy.
This is enough
No, in
like.
English, right? I think we might got like one more, 2 more. They say.
Wait, let me see something.
Yes,
Most likely
knowing by
one.
the
This
track,
one.
your paper, dog, a couple of you see this, dog. Oh,
Yeah,
God.
I see that.
No, this
Fine,
is
we're
the last
asking
one. This is
for
the last one. This is the last one. This is the
Hey, the
last.
thing I was repeating a woman.
Only there in this flip a switch, man.
All right, I read the first one. Nah, let me read the second one. Let me spare somebody some little bread. Let me read the first one. Let me read the second one.
The editor. Oh, music too loud. I can't study for real. The editor. I just can't take it anymore. I just can't take the noise forced on me by the restaurants and bars located across the street. Who Arias, anyways. The noise is unbearable, and I cannot concentrate on my studies. I am writing CX exams in May.
Reputable.
I want to make good grades to get into key classes. I work hard every. I work hard, and every report so far indicates that I am above average.
Adam, are you attending a reputable school?
Open yourself, come on, read it. Make my mother proud. Nah, wait, the song again. Working woman, especially since my father passed away 2 weeks go.
R.I.P.
Anyway, we have been, shut up. We have been struggling to make ends meet up without complaint. But I must complain now because food too and the bars them is intent on my frustrating my ambitions and the sacrifices my mother making. I appreciate the help the government is providing. Providing option, but this is going to be futile unless it is possible to take a full advantage of them. Can you imagine having to struggle and problem with tons everything in your house jumping up and down as if imagine speaking to a classmate about a homework and you can't hear each other? Stuffing curtains in your ears in order to get sleep. Can you imagine trying to explain to your teachers that you didn't do your homework or that you sleep in class because the noise keep coming from the restaurant and bar? The noise is coming from the place is a serious upset able to overcome and I'm speaking it. Can you imagine my mother and her 16-year-old daughter going to this place in the midst of the
Myths.
Myths
Riotous.
Myths and the other one.
Riotous.
Riotous drinking, ask them to turn down the music because I want to study and just to get some sleep. I understand the residents have been calling the police and response being inefficient. At the moment of writing this letter, Sunday 19th at 9:30 a.m., they are blasting away late into the last night. Under the guy, this G, what was this word again?
Guys.
Yeah, guys. Anyways, merciless onslaught from Carnival Friday right up to the Ash Wednesday. Oh God, them people disrespecting church. Morning, they will continue to be total madness.
This is basically the next
Calm
football.
Calm down.
This is
I
basically
gotta
the
give
next
it, and
football.
that's supposed to be a riot. There should be a riot. Stop blaming on me.
I see.
Say
Alright, 50. I just can't.
Read it.
Adam, read this, man. You get the best experience.
Read it. I just can't take it anymore. Line number one implements the writer. He's hurting because he ain't getting to study with music.
I'm depressed.
I would have felt more too.
Depression is real. Which of the following devices does a writer use in paragraph 2 or plight? Rhetorical question. Rhetorical question.
I put it on. I feel bright.
The following sentence, I work hard on every report so far indicates that I am above average students. Line 5 suggests that the writer is boastful, is pleading, wants to sustain this, is about to fail her exam. Wants to sustain.
This.
Yeah, wants to sustain this. Let's see. What effect does the writer achieve when she says, can you imagine my mother and her 16-year-old daughter going to this place in the midst of riotous drinking, lines 1920? Criticism for the actions in going to the bar, scorn for the woman's behavior in going to the bar, admiration for the reader for the woman's courage, shock from the reader that the woman should go there.
Admiration for the readers for the woman's. Because right,
see you soon.
Because when she said, my mother and her 16-year-old daughter into this place, that was why I saying I think it's emotional. Sorry, this is the other one.
Wait. I think it's, let me see which one.
Motive. Say, I think it's C.
Yeah, let me see. Cause she, we're not ask them to turn it up.
Yeah, she respect.
Yeah.
The kind of writing is best as argumentative.
Emotive.
No, wait.
She said she spent emotion. She's saying.
Because if it would be argumentative, they would look at both sides. They would say like on this side and
Yeah,
this side.
exactly. Yeah.
5. Christ. People just want them to stop with these things. All right, I read it. Be sure. Price carefully. Beware of their uselessness. Energy efficiency tips: keep fixtures and bulbs clean. Door can absorb as much as 50% of light. To turn off the lights when leaving the room, even if it's only for a few minutes. It's just a myth that it takes more energy to turn a light on than to leave it on. Use motion sensors for outdoor lights. They are good security measure that don't waste energy. Use lower wattage bulbs. 5. Purchase lamps with dimmer switches, as you can lower the settings when less light is required. 6. Please, what is the sword? Floor? As well.
Place
Yeah,
floor or
place
table
Floor
lamps.
table
table
lamps
lamp
in a
in a
corner.
corner.
This allows light to reflect from the walls, making the room brighter without turning on more lights. 7. Use fluorescent lights instead of incandescent lights. Compact fluorescent lights use up 75% less energy than incandescent lights for the same amount of light and last up to 10 times longer. The main purpose of this
Alright,
advertisement is
you
to.
want, before we start this here, right?
Uh,
I can't get nothing wrong with this question because when I did small channel later used to always just showing this one advertisement that about lights. I can't get it strong.
the repeat this question a
Alright,
couple
let
of
me
times. Missy.
yeah. The main purpose of this advertisement is to encourage better energy use.
Yeah.
Yes, it does it. As soon as I read it,
How much energy do fluorescent lights use? Yeah. E.
Yeah,
70%.
75% less than incandescent.
7. The advertisement emphasizes that motion sensors are important because they are. You're far with is which one?
The
Where motion sensors? Oh,
That's
those like
7 minutes.
security.
Oh,
The
three.
efficient, yeah,
following is not stated in the advertisement.
pulse wise,
Lower
pulse
wattage
wise.
use. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, wrong one.
Which of the following is not stated in the
Uh,
advertisement?
uh,
Yeah, not all light bulbs are energy efficient. Wait,
I think that's stated then.
no. Let's see.
do we check the bug? Use motion. Use lower bulb. Check number 4.
Nice, nothing like that.
Oh no, it didn't mention. It didn't mention.
Alright, last questions. The information in the advertisement would be contractors, housewives. D, like company. So like C, housewives.
Housewives.
Housewives. What?
I think it would be the electricians.
Really check it out.
Because them is most likely the people who install all
Oh,
the
yeah.
electrical items in your house. So they got to know which advice to give you on, for buy.
Alright, 60. This is a long answers, by. The little device used in item 7 of the advertisement is. Let me see. It's which one? Item 7.
But
Use item 7 in the system. Use it. Yeah. This is it. Yeah. They're just presenting why fluorescent lights better than comparison, contrast, emphasizing highlighting abilities. Comparison.
I expected it.
Imagery allowing the readers to see the abilities of fluorescent light and incandescent light to store energy. There's not it. There's it can't be an imagery, man.
what about C? It emphasizes highlighting the abilities of fluorescent lights and the incandescent light to store energy.
Really? Okay. Use for what we're saying. Use fluorescent light in incandescent lights. That's what it's saying. That's what the statement. That's the
Oh,
first.
did they compare?
Oh, right.
Comparing.
Comparing.
Yeah, there'll be a comparison.
Comparing.
Which one better?
Yeah.
Yes, there is it,
Mm.
people. We continue back tomorrow.
Yeah, don't
Easy
know.
by
Everybody, I'll take
Easy
y'all.
grade one.
Yeah, I'll take y'all sleep.
anything you move.
We out.
Our chat. How is everyone out there? I don't know there right now. Please enjoy the stream, people. And I will see you guys on the next video. Anyways, people, see you guys out. The next stream will start tomorrow on 8 p.m. paper one's preparation. So see you guys until we start that video. Oh, Skype. Anyways, we'll be starting tomorrow. We'll send the time when we actually going to start the paper ones for 8 p.m. We'll be both starting 8 p.m. paper ones and paper twos on English. We'll be going over it. No, we have at least 2 more days until English actually starts. So I will be doing a lot of live streams on English. So you don't have to worry about missing anything because we will be working it back again just for the benefit of those who haven't been on this stream. This is just the beginning. Anyways, guys, all the best. See you out later, everyone, and have a blessed night.